Hello and welcome to Glasgow Rangers Nation with me, your host Owen. Yes, I am English. Please don't hold that against me. I am a die-hard Rangers fan. I've been a Rangers fan since 1987. Since the days of Graham Souness. Obviously, loved the likes of Terry Butcher, Trevor Stephen, Gary Stevens, Ali McCoy, Ian Durrant. Later times, Brian Laudrup, Jorg Alberts, Fernando Rickson, Paul Gascoigne, just absolute superstars, guys. Love them all. But today we're going to talk about a midfield superstar in the making for Glasgow Rangers, that being Belgian player Nicolas Raskin, who arrived in January from Standard Liege. Before we do that, guys, please remember to hit that sub, ring that notification bell, and give this video a like. Thank you so much to everyone who has subbed so far. I think we're on 137 subs, guys. Growing the channel. Let's keep growing that channel till we hit the magic 1K mark and on beyond, to spread the word that Rangers are the only team that matters in the city of Glasgow, not that shower that live under the rocks and are allergic to soap. Anyway, let's talk about Nicolas Raskin. Let's talk about this Belgian midfield superstar. Well, he certainly seems to have been a quality player that has arrived at the club. And, you know, many fans obviously were exceptionally disappointed when he did not start against Celtic in the League Cup final. And many people think, obviously, that he was a massive miss as well, you know, when he wasn't playing in that cup final. Raskin is the sort of positive midfield player that, you know, that we need at the club. For too long now, I think, you know, since the since the 55 title win, they've kind of just, the midfielders have kind of become very much, you know, sit back. There's no urgency there. A lot of sideways passing, a lot of backwards passing. No real urgency there to what they do. Raskin is very much the opposite of that. He very much is a go forward, positive type of midfielder. You know, he likes to win the ball. He likes to tackle, which is always great in midfield. But, you know, when he gets the ball, his first thought is to get Rangers moving forward, to put Rangers on the front foot, a forward pass, a forward run, a look out wide to play it onto someone to run onto. He's very much a very, very positive player. And that is exactly what the club need at this point in time. You know, you look at the impact he's had. Obviously, Todd Cantwell is starting to grow into the role as well. And he was very impressive against Kilmarnock on Saturday. And that's the type of player that this club needs if it's going to move forward and start to really bridge the gap between us and that green and white shower. You know, that is the sort of player that Michael Beale needs to bring in, that Raskin positive type. And, you know, he certainly seems to be a bargain signing that, you know, since he came in from Standard Liège. Now, certainly one person who has been talking about Nicolas Raskin is a former Ranger himself, and that is Neil McCann. Obviously, Neil McCann knows what he's doing, has played at Ibrox, played in many an Old Firm game, played under Dick Advocat, had a very positive time at the club. And he's been talking about Nicolas Raskin. You know, what's he had to say? Well, he was really talking up Raskin when he was talking on BBC Sports Scene. He said he's a type of player I've looked into a wee bit. Some question his time in Belgium, playing for Standard Liège, who have quite a fervent support. I think he can handle the environment. I think he means obviously the environment of Scotland. As we know, Scottish football is very, very different. I heard a great point made on a podcast today about that. The fact that, you know, statistics often don't tell the full story, do they? You know, just because someone scored 25 goals in a particular league or has performed a certain way in a particular league and has a certain, you know, pass completion percentage or a certain pass accuracy percentage or a certain tackle win percentage, doesn't always count in Scotland. It's a different type of football. It's a physical, a million-mile-an-hour football, particularly that Old Firm game. And Raskin is certainly someone who, you know, has started to acquit himself very well in those Old Firm games. McCann went on to say he's the type of player who might be small, but you would not consider a wiry type of player. He'll put his foot in. He'll play the pass and control the game. He's a player that can add a lot to Rangers. He's highly regarded, and he's something like 50 youth caps through the various age groups with Belgium, which is very impressive. And the longer he plays in our game, and he'll understand it. But he's shown a real flashes that the fans will take to him and become a key member of this team. And I think McCann is very accurate in what he has to say there. You know, Raskin has already shown a lot of very positive notes, positive impressions with, you know, that the Rangers fans have already started to, you know, really admire what Raskin has done. You know, like I said, a lot of fans wanted him to start that League Cup game, and the team certainly did look different once Raskin came on. You know, he certainly was a huge step up from the awful display that John Lundstrom and Glenn Kamara put in that first half. Raskin is a very talented player. And Raskin, if he continues to make the progress that he is doing, to show the positivity that he's showing, to go forward that he has shown, and also to be able to handle the type of Scottish football and grow into the game, I think that Raskin will go on to be a fantastic player for Glasgow Rangers and a real superstar going forward for the club. Well, great news there, and I think it's very positive what Neil McCann had to say about Nicolas Raskin, and it's certainly something I echo. I really, have enjoyed seeing Raskin play. I think he is a quality signing, and him and Todd Cantwell are the types of signings we need now. We need to bring into the club if we are to obviously, to really make the league a competition next season, to really put that dirty mob from over the city under the cosh, and really do prove that this city is blue and this city belongs to us, to Glasgow Rangers. Well, Rangers fans, thank you so much for tuning into Glasgow Rangers Nation. I've been Owen, your host. Guys, please remember to hit that sub, give this video a like, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on all the great daily content from Glasgow Rangers Nation. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Let's keep the faith and let's keep on going to the end of the season.